Hello everyone and welcome to your second royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot. It's the 1st of April, a Tuesday evening as I'm doing this quite late this evening. Busy day. I have the Crow Tarot on the tarot table. We're talking about Twitter, what was Twitter, X and online bullying of Dr. Sophie Chanduka. The flying monkeys, our theme today is flying monkeys, and the flying monkeys have been out so badly, what's called a proliferation of online bullying, that she has taken down her social media after what's described as a pile-on by the Sussex squad. Harry and Meghan haven't come out and called them off and said, you're not helping, why don't you just stay silent? They've done nothing at all. I have read on the Sussex squad recently, looked like there might be some trouble ahead for them. Looked like no trouble ahead for Harry and Meghan in this context. You know, there's great proclaimers and endorsers of online safety and all of that. Quite amazing that they just can't put a statement out saying, stop it, back off, leave her alone. It just looks so bad. No, can't do that. She was, among other things, called a house Negro, which I'm just absolutely horrified by. So, Crow Tarot, we're going to do a quick reading. We're going to ask how Dr. Chanduka feels about this. We're going to ask who she thinks is behind this trolling. We're going to ask what Harry and Meghan are up to in this context. Why haven't they come out? How they feel? Why haven't they done anything? Basically, we're going to ask that question. And then we're going to ask consequences for the trolls, the squad, any consequences. And we're going to ask consequences for Harry and Meghan. Any consequences for them? Is Sophie Chanduka going to be the one who actually takes these trolls down at last or not? Maybe she's got receipts, maybe she's got evidence, maybe this is going to go into some of that complaint that has been put to the Charity Commission. I don't know, I'm speculating. And I need to remind you, because this is quite a legal matter, that this is just tarot. It's for entertainment purposes, just my opinion. Just read energy here, and there is a disclaimer in the box below. So let's see what's going on and how serious it was for her, how she felt. Basically, what she thinks is behind, or who she thinks is behind this whole situation. What's going on with Harry and Meghan? Why haven't they spoken out? Consequences for the squad. Consequences, if any, for Harry and Meghan. We have the Six of Cups in reverse as our underlying energy. It's the family card. It's innocence. It's play. It's old friends. It's familiarity, it's feeling safe, it's happy memories, it's in reverse. That tells me that at some stage they were good mates. Dr. Chanduka and probably Harry. I can't imagine Meghan Markle would have bothered with her. That's my opinion, of course. But it tells me that old friends, long-time friends, have fallen out badly, and it's painful because it's cups. Cups are emotions, they're feelings, and when you fall out with an old friend or a family member, it hurts, doesn't it? So that's what we're dealing with as our underlying energy. A lot of emotion in here, negative emotion. So let's see the situation we're dealing with the Sussex squad and this bullying campaign. Queen of Pentacles, and it is upright, the Queen of Pentacles. We're talking about this situation. I would say that is Sophie Chanduka's energy. I don't know what sign she is. I don't think she's an earth sign. I do remember looking her up, but I can't remember what she is. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because that is somebody who is very well established, very grounded, and she came across as very grounded in that interview with Sky News on Sunday. Very grounded, very wealthy. She certainly is, by all accounts, somebody who has the good of others at heart. Now, I don't know. She's being proclaimed a saint at this point. She might not be a saint at all. There might be stuff going on. We don't know. We're just going by what we've heard so far We've heard what she's been accused of, and then we've heard what she has counter-accused, basically. But the Queen of Pentacles is generous, is loyal, is devoted and dedicated and hardworking and accomplished and sensible and all the kinds of things you want to be if you're going to be a chair of something like Centre Bali. So that's her energy. That's basically sitting at the heart of this, sitting pretty, because it's a queen energy. It's high status. It's a very high status woman who has now been attacked mercilessly by these squaddies. Proliferation of online bullying, it's described as in the Daily Mail. So how does she feel about all these ghastly things, hateful things that these women have said about her? It's the world in reverse. It's calamitous for her. It's absolutely calamitous. The world is very public, so everyone is seeing this. If she's a proud woman, if she's proud of her achievements in her life and what she stands for, and maybe her family stands for, I don't know, I'm speculating, it's humiliating for her, it's mortifying for her to find herself attacked like this and described in this hateful way. The world in reverse. It's something also that she feels is relentless, because the world is about endings, it's completion. It's you've been successful, you've done whatever you needed to do, and on you go to something better. In reverse, it's a cycle that goes round and round. It's never ending, doesn't stop. So she feels that this monster that she has suddenly found herself face to face to is always going to be there with her. It's always going to be, you know, the rear view mirror. You're driving along and you look in the rear view mirror and there it is. The Sussex squad is not going to let her go. They're not going to forget this, forgive her, move on to someone else. This is going to be a big story in her life, one she didn't ask for, but one that has landed in her life disastrously. I can't express how intense the energy of that card is in a negative way. Who does she think is behind this? What does she think? Just generally speculate about this, believe in her heart of hearts. What does she think? Where is this coming from? It's the Nine of Swords, which is the card of stress and anxiety, nightmares, sleepless nights, all that kind of stuff. Somebody who is very stressed, very anxious, very worried, very disturbed by what is going on. So I'm going to say, in my opinion, her thoughts would be turning to Harry. That's my opinion, because he's the one who's being described as being so upset and hurt and betrayed and feels like he's had a finger cut off and all this stuff. So I think she's incredibly stressed about this herself. I think she feels that she's lost a good friend. Six of Cups in reverse. I think she thinks that her life potentially has been turned upside down, even ruined. I'm going to use that word. I'm reading energy here, and again, I don't think she's a saint. I don't think that at all. But until I know otherwise, I'm reading it from a place of some sympathy towards her for the predicament that she has found herself in. And she seems to think that this is coming from someone who is just tormented themselves by what is going on. That doesn't strike me as Meghan's energy. I don't think Meghan is capable of having those kinds of thoughts about a situation like this. About herself, yes. About this kind of situation with Harry and Centre Bali, no. That is my opinion, and of course, just opinion that I am expressing here in this reading. It's an energy reading for entertainment purposes only. Let us look at Harry and Meghan. Why haven't they come out and called the flying monkeys off and said, just leave her alone, you're making it a whole lot worse? Because from where I'm standing, it does look a whole lot worse. So what are they up to? What's going on with them? Let's just ask that question. Ace of Wands. Wow. Okay. That is a very dramatic kind of gesture, the Ace of Wands. I'm going to say my opinion, and we're going to put the allegedly sign on here, flashing away. That Ace of Wands is very directive in its energy, is setting off, is opening the cage doors and giving the coordinates and saying, off you go. That is how that Ace of Wands is reading for me. Okay, let's move on. That is my opinion, of course. Purely my opinion. Consequences for the squad, if any, from this attack, very public attack. Are there going to be any consequences? I got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. They might learn a bit of a hard lesson. Page of Pentacles is about learning lessons. It's a student card. They might get demonetized or something like that. Demonetized is probably the wrong word. If there's money changing hands somewhere along the line, and I can only speculate, I don't know for sure. This is what the energy is telling me. This is what the cards are indicating to me, that there might be something in it for them financially. I have no way of knowing if that is true or not. That is simply the energy that is coming to me. Page of Pentacles in reverse tells me that supply might be shut down. I don't know how that would happen. I don't know how it would work. That is simply the energy that's coming through to me. So it might cost them a bit financially, basically. And they might learn a bit of a lesson. Not really, I don't think so. I think it's more the financial aspect that is going to sting with that Page of Pentacles in reverse. That's how I see it. I can also say that if any of them have any sort of contractual opportunities, I don't know what, it could be jobs even, or gigs, hustles, side hustles, those could be shut down as well with that Page of Pentacles, because Page of Pentacles is contracts, negotiations, things like that, talking about money. It's in reverse, obviously. So what about for Harry and Meghan? And that Ace of Wands, and their inaction, their refusal to support Dr. Chanduka, to call off the squad that operates in their name. Although we don't know how direct the association is between the squad and the Sussexes. We don't know, we can speculate, but we don't know for sure. Consequences for Harry and Meghan. Wow. Very serious. It looks like this could change things. This situation could be just a huge big mistake for the Sussexes in the way they handle their media, their PR, their presence on social media, which is very down low, but present. I personally speculate. The Death card is endings. Harsh, difficult endings. I don't know what's going to end there, but it's major arcana. It's much more serious than the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Much more serious. And people were reminding on social media of how Harry and Meghan didn't call off the squad when they went after the Princess of Wales last year. And so what I'm going to read into this energy, in my opinion, the little scenario that's unfolding for me, we have a Scorpio card with the Death card. It represents major arcana for Scorpio. We know who the Scorpio is, the king. We know he is very ill. We know that when he is no longer king, Prince William is going to be king. There might be consequences when Prince William is king. That might not be so far away. Just saying. But that's a very serious card. Very. That's your reading. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.